Fly, Eagles, fly. The Philadelphia Eagles had a rough end to the 2023 season, but have high hopes this year with a new revamped offense. Let's talk about it. My name's Aaron, along with Nate and Ben. We host the Daily Huddle, your one-stop shop for anything big in sports, whether it's rumors, insights, game analysis, whatever it might be, we're going to talk about it here. So that being said, please subscribe, pound that subscribe button. Also like, comment below. What do you think is going to be the best weapon for the Philadelphia Eagles next year? Is it still going to be the tush push? I assume that's going to be a huge weapon still, especially with Saquon Barkley in the backfield. But that being said, let's jump into it. The Philadelphia Eagles got some solid news this summer from Jeremy Fowler. He says, I'm told the Eagles have spent a lot of time this offseason taking the old offense, Nick Sirianni's, and I know a lot of you are like, gosh, I want him fired, but holy cow, he brought you to a Super Bowl. Pump the brakes. His old system last year that Jalen Hurts is used to, mixing it with Kellen Moore's, Boise State's finest, his principles, put it all in a pot with some gumbo and seeing what works and what Jalen is comfortable with. I love the gumbo. Big fan of gumbo. But I think this is a huge part right here. So obviously Sirianni, hey, this is what I have. Moore is saying, hey, I'm willing to combine it. Here are some of my ideas, some of my strategies. And I think, and we'll talk about it also in just a minute, but I think a lot of Moore's ideas he wasn't necessarily able to use as well in the past just because he didn't have the weapons he will have now with the Eagles. But that being said, this last part right here, I'm told Hurts has done a good job this offseason being vocal, taking ownership of the plays he likes and plays he doesn't. I think that's huge. Jalen Hurts, I'm a huge fan of. I think a lot of people, especially back to the Alabama days, looked down at him. He was taken out of the national championship. He transferred to Oklahoma, all these different things. I think he's a baller, though. He wants to compete. He wants to be his best. He wants the people on his team to be his best. I would take him as a leader on my team any day of the week. But that being said, we look at the team last year, and we know it started off great for the Eagles. And I don't want to rip Band-Aids off, but it didn't end great. But Jalen Hurts still was productive. We look in the backfield, Swift gone. He's with the Bears. He's going to be playing his former team, the Lions, over there in the NFC North. But they made a huge upgrade with, golly, why am I blanking? Saquon Barkley. Golly. Come on, Aaron, what are you doing? Huge upgrade. And that right there, as well as we still have Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, Goddard. I think this is what's going to be huge for the Eagles, is the fact that Kellen Moore loves to run motion. And so we look at all those different guys, especially Devontae Smith, and that speed and versatility, and he's going into motion. I think that Moore is going to have a field day with him. And all the weapons that are going to be on that field, I truly believe that the Eagles are going to be much better this year, just under Moore. You look at Moore when he coached, let me pull this up. So he was with the Cowboys in 22. He was with the Chargers last year. When he was in with the Chargers, he had Herbert, solid, but besides that, the running backs were inconsistent. The team in general just was not, it almost was falling apart. They got rid of Keenan Allen. It just was not great. So that being said, I think one of the biggest things for the Eagles moving forward this year is the fact that they're going to be able to have that motion. That's going to be hard on defenses, especially secondaries. Are they going to be switching? Are they going to be playing man? What's going to happen? As well, the Chargers, as I said, they lacked a run game last year. So they had injuries, and it was just a mess there over in L.A. I always want to say San Diego. I didn't, thank goodness, but they should still be in San Diego. Anyways, LA doesn't deserve two teams. Comment below if you agree with me. They don't. But that being said, they lacked the run game, and so play action was not ideal. When Saquon Barkley, if you run a play action with him, that's going to be effective. If you can get Devontae Smith to go over the top, that's going to be dirty. A.J. Brown, dirty. Goddard, dirty. All right? All bunch of dogs. Now, the biggest thing is if their defense can step it up this year. They had a lot of young players last year. I think they have a year under their belt. If they can mature and they can step it up, I really think the Eagles are going to be a huge problem in the NFC East. You know what I'm talking about. But that being said, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. I think the NFC East too, the Giants, I think they're going to be trash, garbage. Cowboys, I think they got a lot to prove, and who knows what's going to be going on with Dak. And the Commanders, make fun of me all you want. I think they're going to be sneaky this year. I'm not going to sleep on Jaden Daniels. I think he's good. Are there necessarily a lot of weapons there? No, not a ton. But I think the Eagles should win the NFC East, probably competing with the Cowboys, but please, for America, take down the Cowboys. No one likes the Cowboys. But that being said, what do you guys think? Tell me what you're looking most forward to when it comes to the Eagles or NFC East projections, anything like that. We want to hear about it. Again, this is the Daily Huddle. Please subscribe, like, tell your friends, comment below. Hit that little bell so you get notifications. We want to talk to you. Let's talk sports. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.